Wednesday, February 26th, 2025 at 6:30. I will, who wants to lead us in the,
Roll call?
oh, the roll call, yes.
We'll let you
Or
read
s-
this. Roll call.
Commissioner Abadi,
I'm here.
Commissioner Correa.
Here.
Commissioner Taraza Baxter,
Present.
Vice Chairperson Winkler,
Present.
and Chairperson Rivera.
Present.
Perfect.
Who wants to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Do it.
All right, please.
Let's salute our great flag and our great country. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with justice for all.
All right, adjustments to the agenda.
There are no adjustments to the agenda this evening.
Okay. On to B, public appearances. B.1 Matters not appearing on the agenda. If you wish to address the planning commission concerning any item not appearing on the agenda and within the commission's jurisdiction, please raise your hand and be acknowledged by the chairperson. And at that time, state your name and address for the record. The chairperson reserves the right to place a time limit on each person's presentation of 3 minutes. It is requested that longer presentations be submitted to the commission in writing. Do we have anybody? Go ahead, sir.
Good afternoon, Mark Gaddis, 121 North F Street. So I live just a block from Papa Eager Park. And I had both of my knees fixed in December. So I was riding my bike slowly as part of my therapy around the sidewalk of the park. And on the north side where they put drain boxes, the sidewalk was not matching and they had filled it in with 3/4 inch gravel on both sides. When I had my meeting with Yvonne and Cody, I mentioned they probably would be a good idea to lower the gravel and put some cold processed blacktop so the old ladies I see walking in the park can walk straight across it, because as of now, people get there and they step off in the grass and they go back. So I couldn't ride my bicycle straight across the sidewalk. That's been taken care of. The next issue is there are becoming large potholes where the asphalt has what's called alligatored out, because it's like alligator skin, and then the chunks start flying up. And I would like to see some sort of a phone number or an email address that the citizens, residents can email to and say, look, there are massive potholes. So I live on the corner of 9th and F, right? Go any direction on 9th or F and you will see massive potholes that need to be cleaned out and asphalt put back in, or they're going to get to the point of not being able to be repaired. And they're just all over the place. And then the chunks get kicked up, and then car tires are running over these chunks of asphalt, creating another issue. So that's something I'd like to see happen. We need to get on top of this.
I will point out, typically we don't respond in public comment, but the City of Imperial does currently have a website where you can just hop on. It's called Report a Pothole on our website. And then I know we're taking notes on the one you just reported. So, but we'll try to get that out to the public more.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Gaddis. Is staff, we have homework. We'll take note. We got notes of that, Mr. Little? All right then. Do we have anything in writing? Anything get sent in to us?
I don't have anything in writing.
Okay, all right then.
I do have a comment from IID, not
Okay.
a comment, just I guess I get a comment that I will. Would you like to hear it now?
Yes, please.
Okay. So in response, I had been working with Mr. Rick Schneider, IID counsel, and I asked him to provide some sort of confirmation that IID is okay with Mr. Gaddis's modifications. So he provided the
This,
phone.
yeah, we'll just push this one on till, if you can wait for the
Okay.
public hearing, this would be perfect for
Okay.
that.
Okay, I apologize. I
Yeah.
thought we were still on the pothole thing. My wrong.
Yeah, I think to the extent you're gonna convene a public hearing, you would want that letter to be part of that process.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is all right. No, we have covered what we have here in the building, and we have nothing in writing sent in. Moving on to the consent calendar. Let me take these off. C1, approve planning commission meeting minutes for January 22nd, 2025. Has everybody taken a look at the minutes for January 22nd?
Yes.
Do I get a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the commission meeting minutes from January 22nd, 2025.
I second.
All right, it's been first and seconded.
I don't see him. Yes. Usually, yes.
Rivera. One more time. There it goes. Motion carries 5-0.
All right, item D, Planning Commission, new business discussion, recommend deny D1, subject hearing, public hearing, discussion, action, variance 24 tax 03 and conditional use permit 24 tax 09 for Mr. Gaddis to allow the deviation of the residential zone property development standards for maximum height and side yard setback requirements for an accessory structure located at 121 North F Street. This project is categorically exempt of the California or the CEQA Act under Section 15303, construction or conversion of small structures. At this time, I will be opening the public hearing on that. We have Mr. Gaddis.
I am here for any questions you might have.
I'm glad you persevered. Okay.
Thank you.
Last summer was a long, hot summer.
It was a long slog. Fortunately, I was at the beach, so I didn't mind.
Just, we'll enter in what IID has stated shortly, if you can read that into it after you, I think you're gonna do your staff report.
Yeah,
As well?
Yvonne, can you run us up to speed on this?
Yes, so we're revisiting Mr. Gaddis's project. As some of you are not aware, Mr. Gaddis constructed an accessory structure on the west side of his property that exceeded the city's height limitations and had 0 setbacks on side setbacks and rear yard setbacks, obstructing IID's easement and power line clearances. So Mr. Gaddis has plans to modify the structure, and he has submitted again a variance for the rear yard 0 setbacks. He doesn't have any setbacks in the back, and also the height limitations are the same. However, he has shortened it to eliminate the obstruction to the IID clearance, power line clearances. I have been in contact with Mr. Rick Schneider, IID counsel, and he has confirmed that let me read it. IID Power confirmed that IID Power that if the Planning Commission approves the variance, Mr. Gaddis completes the work as called for in that variance. IID's concerns regarding the existing violation will have satisfactorily been addressed. Until such time as that work is completed and approved, the violation continues. So IID would request, at the discretion of the Commission, a relatively short time frame for the project to come into compliance. And with that, staff recommends approval. We've reviewed the building plans and structural plans, and everything is up to code. So we recommend approval of the variance and the conditional use permit.
Okay, so I've read through the requiring finding variance 24 tax 03 and then the required findings or staff's required findings for 24 tax 09, and everything seems to be good. We're up to and we don't have any loose ends. Legal counsel.
Yeah, I just briefly want to point out that we have discussed this with ID, and as you heard on the record, ID has agreed that he's in compliance. But as moving forward, if ID changes some of their rules or anything else happens, we're a separate entity and we just don't have jurisdiction over their power line issues. So we don't foresee it as an issue, but I want to make sure you understand that, you know, it's not ours to make that determination. But at this point, we're recommending approval because it is in compliance with IID, as we understand it.
And if I may, just to add, there's a small loose end, which is compliance. I would ask Mr. Gaddis to let us know when are you going to remove the area in which you're encroaching into IIDs.
Here's the process. First, I get my building permit. Then we're going to sink footings. So this will be the west side. This will be the north, east side. We're going to take the west side post and move them to the middle of the carport. And that's going to go up, and then the roof will then cantilever over, so the posts on the wet side are gone. So there's going to be a procedure in relocating those posts to the middle, and then we're going to cut the overhang off 5 feet off the center line of the IID power pole. That's the procedure to get this out of the way. I would say a couple of weeks. Got to dig the footings, get them inspected, jack up the carport and prop it, move the post over to the middle, weld everything back together. That make sense to you?
If Mr. Gaddis is saying a couple of weeks, I don't know if IID included a time frame that they would expect. I would say 30 days from the date that the CUP/variance becomes final, which is 10 days from tonight's date. Does 30 days sound like it's workable, Mr. Gaddis?
Yes.
When will he get his permit? Because he's not going to start until he gets his permit.
Everything has been approved, so it's ready to go. If approved tonight, we'll be able to issue that tomorrow morning.
Okay.
So the variance has to be approved before he can get his permit? Because I trust Mr. Gaddis is going to get it done, but if we approve the variance and then it's not done at that time, what do we do? Because I was thinking that the work gets done and then we approve the variance, but we can't do it that way.
Why would he invest? Why would he invest in something like this without knowing an assurance that the variance is approved? It's not logical. I wouldn't put out the
I can
money.
answer that question.
Mhm.
If you approve the variance, and if I don't act accordingly on my end, the IID follows through with their lawsuit against me.
That's true. Because
So-
what we're doing is he just needs to ensure with the IID that he gets the work done with the ID. I went by and talked to Mr. Gaddis today and looked at the place. Makes perfect sense of what he's explaining, how he's getting off the fence. And in the back, there's actually, what was it, a 1 foot? He's not right on the property line. He's about 1 foot off the back of the property line.
The
in the back,
south side, yes.
on the south side. So I did kind of see what he has going over there.
Yeah, so I would just say in terms of the order of things, the variance comes first because the staff would say, well, we can't issue a building permit according to your plan because it violates our current
That's what I was
code.
wondering. So yeah.
So once the CUP and the variance are granted and in place, then he has submitted a plan that conforms to the conditional use permit and variance, then he can proceed. The only thing I would say is, as I recall, there is a 10-day appeal period. There's an unlikely event someone could come in and appeal, and they have 10 days to do that. That's why I referenced the fact that 30 days from the point in time the CUP and variance becomes final. And so then if in essence his plan has already been approved, then 11 days from tonight he can be given his permit, assuming the fees are paid and all that. And then 30 days from that point would be, as I understand, the agreed upon date of completion.
Makes sense.
Thank you, Mr. Morita,
Sure.
for the timeline. Thank you.
And we don't have any other communications within the community from the surrounding. Okay, all right then. I mean, I don't seek to hold this man up any further. I think it's been.
We do like seeing you.
Have I missed anything? Did we get a good explanation on the, is, everybody got a firm grasp on it? I mean, I think I'm ready to let this man do his thing. Is, can we, close the, commission discussion on this matter? We were good? All right, closing the, commission discussion, and, closing the, public hearing. I will move to recommend for action on approving or denying resolution number PC 2025 tax 02, a resolution of the Planning Commission for the City of Imperial approving variance 24 tax 03 to allow the deviation from residential zone property development standards for rear yard setback requirements for an accessory structure located at 121 North F Street, APN 064 tax 042 tax 003. Any outstanding changes that we need to make to the wording on that? We're good on that all the way across? Anybody on an approval on that?
Yeah,
001.
Oh.
001.
001, and the, we're gonna do that individually?
I would do two if you don't mind, just
Yes.
'cause
Okay, yeah,
I would
that's fine.
appreciate that.
On the first one, an approval or denial on that?
First one's a variance, correct?
Motion to approve the variance.
Thank you.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, let's take it to a vote.
Motion carries 5-0.
Now, moving on to the approval denial resolution number PC 2025 tax 04, a resolution of the Planning Commission of the City of Imperial approving conditional use structure within a residential zone located at 121 North F Street, APN 064042001. Can I get a motion of approval on that?
Motion, go ahead.
I'll make a motion to approve that.
It's been motioned.
Second.
It's been seconded. Let's put it to a vote.
Motion carries 5-0.
Mr. Gaddis, we appreciate your time and your patience.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
With no further delay, reports, commissioner reports, anything, Ms. Abadi?
Well, we have green on the Ayton Road now. People are actually using the bike path, which is nice because the people who are out walking aren't having to compete for the sidewalk. That was a really good idea. Yeah.
That was part of my report.
Weird thunder. That was really nice.
No, it is beautiful. It came out pretty good. I'm very happy with the product.
Yeah, nice color. It's being used. Nothing to report.
Nothing to report?
Nothing to report.
Nothing to report. Can't you guys feel the excitement in the air from the fair starting on
Yeah, I
Friday?
see the lights.
Right?
Man, I looked
Thing
at
when I'm heading
I-
east.
I looked- I looked at the lineup. There's going to be a lot of good,
Oh, really? Oh, I
That's what I'm
haven't
excited.
done
I'm gonna be there for all the bands.
a lot of cover
A lot
bands,
of cover
and
bands.
yeah, I'm excited about it. It's a lot of local talent.
Is
Nothing for
our attorney nothing?
The staff report.
Nothing. Is we don't have a movie? We don't have no movies?
No. Just the
We just
upcoming
did one.
tri-tip.
Yeah, try to this past Thursday.
No, I saw it, was it last week they approved the tri-tip and a carne asada run all on the same day?
Yeah.
I mean, Imperial's gonna be the place to be
If you're
here,
hungry, right?
Carnivores.
right? The carnivores. We're gonna have to
And
start
they're
a
one
bit-
after each other, so you can hit them both up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir?
Nothing, you want,
Yes.
I was just gonna say, nothing specific, except in a real demonstration of dedication to duty, today is also Mr. Curiel's birthday.
Oh, happy
Wow.
birthday.
Thank you.
Hey.
I didn't want to say
But
Thank
you're
you.
here,
Thank you.
which speaks to your dedication, we
Yeah.
appreciate it, but have a happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
in addition to Commissioner Abadi's, the next phase would be from Belora all the way to SR 86. We're gonna be doing a grind and overlay, and we're gonna continue the bike path all the way to SR 86. And hopefully next fiscal year, we'll continue the next one on to railroad tracks, and then the following year, all the way to a Clark. So we'll continue the bike path all the way to
Well, yeah, because the bike path kind of starts at right after Clark, right?
Clark, yeah, it goes
All the way to IBC.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what we're working on.
Nice.
And we're responsible all the way up to
Clark.
Clark,
We are responsible all the way to Dogwood.
all the way to Dogwood.
Yes, okay, that's ours, yes. But for these upcoming phases, for the green bike path, is all gonna be all the way to Clark. And then in Clark, I don't, it's off the street, has its own path. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah, it's off the road.
Now, how is the maintenance on there in that section in front of the Brick House Deli? Is that coming along? Is everything on time there?
As far as I know, yes. A couple of issues here and there as usual, but nothing major. I think they are almost complete, and that's when we are going to start with the grind and overlay and the bike path.
I've heard of the issues, and I just wanted to make sure that's all it was just issues.
Yes.
So yes, okay, we're good.
Yes.
Every project will have its issues.
Everybody.
For the work that's being done in front of Cambria, do you know how long that's gonna?
It was supposed to be completed Friday, Monday, but it leaked again.
Okay.
So they're trying to figure it out as to what they're gonna do next.
Is that IADs?
That's IIDs, yes. So they fixed it and everything, and they put a couple days, and then water came out. So we're like, just waiting.
Thank you.
Anybody, anything else? No. Now that we know,
Yeah.
the planning commission wants to say happy birthday.
No, sing happy
We're
birthday.
not
No, I don't have anything. I don't have anything. It was, I think we got, Mr. Gaddis, out of the way. He was, extremely patient, in dealing with this. But as long as it's duly noted, the things that he brought to our attention, otherwise it'll be brought to our attention again. We best, make good notes of that and take care of it. I appreciate everybody coming out tonight, handling this. Thank you very much. What is the next?
March 12th.
March 12th.
I adjourn this meeting of the Planning Commission to March 12th, 2025 at 6:30 p.m.
Yep.